Welcome to another episode of Chat with Chatto.
Hey guys, how you doing? This is Jason Ramos. Welcome to another episode of
Chat with Chatto. Welcome back, guys. Love to say it's here on another Wednesday, but unfortunately it's Friday. We missed our deadline by 2 days.
Oh boy, shame on you, man.
Oh man, but hey, I can blame it on a bunch of things. I can have reasons or results. So I don't have results, so I'll give you reasons.
No.
Oh man, it's been a busy Christmas holiday, but glad to be back here, talking about what a year we had, man. 2018 is done. Put another one's in the books, man. What were your takeaways from 2018, man?
Wow. I mean, 2018 was a hell of a year for me. Life-changing year for me, man.
Yeah, you had a lot of big events happen in your life.
Man, I got married, had a baby this year. It was just like everything happened all at once. I turned 40, the big 4-0.
Oh,
it was just like, life got real, but in a great way. I'm like in a great space right now, and I'm just looking forward to 2019 and what everything what's going to bring. What about you, man? You had a hell of a year as well, man.
Yeah, I mean, 2018 was a heck of a year. Lot of great things, right? So I would say that some of the bigger things that happened for me in 2018 was really getting my rental portfolio in order. I've been acquiring a lot of properties, and in the process of doing that, you get to a point where management becomes quite a nightmare. So I've spent a lot of time in 2018 building out the management systems that I need to build out.
Right.
And I'm to the point now that for 2019, I'm like jumping in. I mean, all this that I've learned of the last 6 years wholesaling, it's like now I'm in a position where I have the resources, I have the network that I can just go out and acquire properties, acquire rentals, and build that long-term wealth. And with the skill set that I have from wholesaling, like I have no doubt that 2019 is going to be a great year for me for acquisitions of rental properties. So that's where I'm looking at.
So it sounds to me that, wholesaling is going to be put on the back burner for you, right?
Absolutely. I look back at all the deals we've done, and we know a lot of our buyers and know them personally, and they still have all these properties that we've wholesaled over the years. They still own them, and they're still getting paid every single month. So the mindset shift is that no matter what, at least for us, wholesaling has been a job. It's been a great job. It's given us so much. I mean, at the end of the day, it got me to the point where I was able to quit my job and jump into real estate full time. Right. But the mindset shift really for me was getting into creating the passive income. And now that I have the amount of units that I have, and I see the monthly recurring income, and I have on my little app on my phone and see all the incoming electronic payments at the beginning of the month, it's very, that was a game changer for me to start seeing that as I built my own rental portfolio.
Man, I totally can relate. So for me, 2019 is all about passive as well. So my whole mindset is, not more wholesaling, but actually doing online marketing, affiliate marketing, stuff like that. Just building my internet presence and just creating something from nothing, man. I see so many people doing it, and I know, based upon the skills that I possess from, doing this wholesaling business, I know that I'm going to be very successful in that field. And that's something that before I even got into real estate is something I really wanted to do. That was my passion. So wholesaling to me it's a job. We kind of reached a crossroads in our business where it was like, do we want to continue to grow this thing bigger and bigger, or do we want to actually take a step back and start focusing on what's really important? And what's really important to both of us is passive income. If we both stopped working wholesaling business for a month or 2 months, money no longer comes in. So it's very much active. True, it's not a traditional job where you're working for somebody else, but it's, in essence, it's a job. And that's where, we're looking at, do we want to continue doing that? So
yeah,
Both of us kind of hit it. We were just like, nah, we want to focus on passive. So that's where
Yeah, I
we're
mean,
at now.
that was one of the things that kind of led us to the crossroads that we were at right now is, I was really focusing a lot on purchasing the properties and keeping them. Whereas Jay, on the other hand, doesn't quite enjoy rental properties as much as I do.
Ah, man, I hate it. I hate it with a passion. So, we have some nightmare stories. We bought some properties together, and just the tenants and the sob stories that you hear. And, every time, you turn around, you got to fix something. It was just like, I'm out. I don't want any part of that. But
Yeah,
when
so
you first started this business, that's what you wanted to do. You said, I'm going to do wholesaling so I can cherry pick the properties for myself because I want to, be a landlord. I want to have passive income. So you knew that going in. This is your desire.
yeah,
So that's perfect, man.
yeah.
So, that's what, 2018 looked like for us. So we both had our aha moment, this year. It was just like, do we want to continue on the path that we're on right now, or do we want something more? So that was an epiphany for both of us. And I feel great, man. How do you feel?
Oh, I'm excited. I'm so excited for 2019. I'm so
Shit, man.
excited to, I guess the portfolio that I'm looking to build for 2019. We already closed our first 4-unit right a couple days ago. 1 week ago, we closed our first 4-unit for next year's portfolio. So
Nice.
it's like, boom, let's just blow this up. Let's build 2 portfolios this year. And with everything that I've learned from wholesaling, it's like now I don't have to worry about making a $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 fee that I need to split with people, that we need to put back into the business and put back into marketing.
Right.
Rather than do that, I can get a property that's going to cash flow until I sell it as long as I want. As long as I keep that property, it's going to cash flow for me. So I'm really excited about it. I know that this year, by switching, just that one small switch from wholesaling to holding is going to be huge in growing my rental portfolio. Just doing it the little bit that we have and seeing that monthly income every single month come in and have that every single month was eye-opening for me. And then running into some hard times and hitting like some major issues with frozen pipes and stolen pipes and broken what's the word I'm looking for? Heaters going in the middle of the winter, like in December, during the coldest day, and having to get that like addressed immediately and figuring that all out. Like I went through some tough times with my rentals the end of last year. But just having that monthly income and getting through that, and it's just been phenomenal for me.
Yeah, man. So 2019, I'm super psyched up for that. I can't wait. So, the year is coming to the end. So what words of wisdom do you have for our viewers that is going to propel them into the new year that they can take away from?
So words of wisdom. So for me, I always wanted to get into rentals. I always had rentals, but I never could get past how to acquire enough rentals that I'm making enough money to live off of. If you're making a couple hundred, $300, $400, $500 a month per property, it takes a while to get to the point where you're making enough money to cover the amount of money, your monthly nut that you want to hit every month. So that being said, in my mind, it was such a unsurmountable thing. Like, how do I get the money to buy these properties, and how do I refinance? Like, how do I do it? How do I do it other than just saving up money and buying a property, saving up money and buying property? So that I was able to make, like, as I started doing it, so looking back, I have no idea how it was going to happen. And now that I have the amount of units that I have, and I can clearly see how I can go ahead and purchase these properties and have the private money lined up and have the refinance lined up and just have all the pieces in place, it's like, wow, it's really easy. But I wouldn't have got there if I didn't take the first step. And that first step came with buying some of the properties that we got under contract, some of the cheap ones, some of the ones that were an easy lift, some of the ones that, as Jay was saying, cherry picking better deals. So for me, I guess the words of wisdom are take action, right? I need to, I don't need to see all the steps in order to get to the end, but I do need to have faith. I need to have faith that I can get where I want to go, and I can have faith that if I do what I need to do, the results will come.
Man, absolutely. That is perfect. Well said. You don't need to know how it's going to happen. You got to believe in your mind without a shadow of a doubt that it will manifest, that this is something that you desire and it's going to happen no matter what, and it will absolutely 100% happen. The second you doubt it, that's when you kill that dream. So doubt kills the warrior, they say. So doubt will kill that dream. So do not ever doubt anything that you set forth. You don't need to know how it's going to happen. Just believe in it and just know that it's going to happen, and it will. So very well said. One of the words of wisdom that I want to give you two things. And number one is there's a lot of people out there that were on the sidelines in 2018. They were not taking action. They were sitting there absorbing information. What do they call that?
Oh my gosh! What I know what you're saying. It's
analysis paralysis.
Yes,
is what they call that. So,
we know of a couple people that come to our meetups that every single month.
Yeah.
What did you do? Nothing.
No. Well, I don't have time, but they're at the meetup every month, 2 hours or whatever. But analysis paralysis. So there's people that take, they educate themselves, they know everything, but they never take action. So number one is get off the sidelines and get in the game. So if you have no results to show in 2018 because you never played the game, get off the couch, put the book down, close the videos, and actually make the calls. Get in the game. This business is lucrative. This business, anybody can do it. You just have to, do it. You have to go. You have to overcome that fear. That's very important. We were terrified our first few calls that we made with sellers. We were nervous as hell. But now I'll get on the phone with anybody in the world. And that comes with just doing it. So you just got to do it. Overcome that fear, and you will realize your results. Number two is very important as well. Is you only have one life to live. This is your life. So you can die tomorrow. You can die 50 years from now. What are you going to do with your life? All right, you are the author and creator of this life that you have. So you can sit there and go to a job and be miserable for the rest of your life and do something that you absolutely hate. And then when you're 70 years old in a nursing home or 80 years old in a nursing home, you're going to live with regret that you never took action. So get your life in order and just do what you want to do. It's easier said than done. I know some people have major responsibilities, but start, even if it means that you do it very part-time. I'm not saying quit your job right now, but if you want to get into the wholesale business, start it. Do a marketing campaign. Call the people on the weekend. We know a wholesaler that makes all his calls on Saturday, and he just closed his 10th deal of the year. Doing this super, super part-time, because he took massive action. He said, I have a small window, and I'm going to utilize my time to put out the banner signs, do whatever type of marketing I have to do, and make the calls, make the appointments, network with buyers. So there's no excuse. You can do this very part-time if you want to, but you just have to do it. So live your life and do what you need to do to be successful and live happy. That's
absolutely. I can't agree with you more, Jay. Like when I was working my W-2, doing that every single day, going in and doing my W-2, I hated it. I knew I didn't want to do it, but I couldn't figure out how to get out. I couldn't figure out what I could do. And it wasn't until I took that step of faith and said, okay, here's my notice, I'm done, that I was able to figure it out. Like, I don't need to see all the steps, man. Just take action. Take action. Don't overthink things. Do not overthink things.
And guess what? There's no such thing as failure. If you're not successful, then, you have a choice. You either try something new or you go into it. Hold on, baby's crying.
I gotta pause it.
1 second. But anyway, so guys, that's it. Just get in the game and take action. So, Chatto,
Cool.
we decided, right? So this actually is going to be our last episode.
Yeah.
Chatto.
It was great to be able to step up and put a weekly video out and support you guys, and just really put put out the content and just kind of give back. This year has been our year to give back and kind of teach something, and it's been wonderful. And I appreciate every single one of you guys that watched our videos on Wednesday, every single one of you guys that reach out to us with questions. It's been phenomenal to just sit back and enjoy being able to give back and help somebody.
Yeah, man, this was an absolute honor for us. This is something that we love doing. We love seeing people, being successful in their life, helping get people unstuck, in their businesses. This is something that brings us joy, so I hope, that we were able to, help you guys. I hope that you had some value from our videos and that you actually, motivated you to take action in your life. We really, hope that happened. And, we just wanted to leave you on a positive note. 2019 is going to be a phenomenal year if you get in the game. So, guys, as always, good vibes to you. And we wish you all a very happy new year. And we bid you a fine farewell. Thank you.
Good vibes always.
Good vibes always.